What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Bulls Fast Break Show. Big win for the Bulls, obviously. As expected, as they should have done tonight, they pulled away with this victory against a very mediocre Knicks team. I'm not discrediting what the Bulls did tonight because they did what any legit team should have done to a team that's mediocre. A lot of the New York Knicks, they dominated them. 104 to, 80. Big-time victory for the Bulls, but more importantly, big-time performance from Taj Gibson, 22 points in 28 minutes, 10 of 12 shooting from the field, and 8 rebounds, nearly a double-double. Paul Gasol, great debut for him, 21 points in 29 minutes. Was definitely an inside presence for the Bulls, scoring-wise, and that's something that's rare to have here in Chicago from a consistent standpoint. The odd man out tonight, I do think, was Joakim Noah. Very quiet night for him. 20 minutes, he was 1-4 from the field, 6 rebounds. He did have 3 blocks, but otherwise a very quiet night for Joakim. And that's what I was talking about in my previous video when breaking down this opening night game, was his impact, his new role. At this stage, you can't help but to think that it's going to be a much more quiet role for him, because he's going to be asked to be more of a defender and a rebounder, as we saw tonight. So the scoring demand for Joakim Noah isn't going to be quite what it was last year with Derrick Rose out. Now that we have Derrick Rose back and Paul Gasol, again, the pressure is off of Joakim Noah to show up consistently from a scoring standpoint. Doug McDermott, just love his energy. He displayed it tonight, his ability to get open and just demand attention. Is just something that's great to have on this ball club. We have a legit shooter who was 5 of 9 tonight, 12 points. Great debut for him, 2 of 5 from three-point range. Excited about him and what he's going to bring to the table moving forward against legit teams. So he had the duty of trying to guard Carmelo tonight. He's going to have LeBron James next, so it's going to be a good learning experience for him back-to-back. So, overall, guys, from a team standpoint, you got to love the depth on this team. Everybody was worried about the second unit, but they played superb tonight, with the exception of Mike Dunleavy, who actually started tonight, but he was definitely a bust tonight. 0 of 5 was really an irrelevant factor, did not really provide any type of scoring or defensive presence. I just think he was very irrelevant tonight. 0 points, and if he expects to keep the starting gig, he can't have performances like that, because at this rate, Doug McDermott will have that starting gig before the All-Star break. So he's got to show up if he wants to hold on to that 3-guard spot. So Cleveland's up next, guys. Obviously, it's going to be a much tougher task. But then again, we are in Chicago, so we're going to know a lot about this team's fortitude, both mentally and physically. So until then, guys, great performance for the Bulls. I don't want to get too excited because it was a victory against a very mediocre team like the Knicks, who just are in rebuilding mode, obviously, but it's definitely sweet to get this big-time victory against Carmelo Anthony and Phil Jackson.